if our clothing and the scenery, stay on the road. If our clothing and scenery look the same from last video, that's because I ended the vlog a little bit ago from our little getaway, and I wanted to just start a new one because I didn't want to make that one too long. So, anywho, we are getting closer to the house. We're just on a lot of we're on like a lot of country roads right now, and they're like super windy, and all the clothes like went to the other side. There, now Brad can see. Yeah, so we're gonna see if there's any progress on the house compared to what we saw for just a smidgen on Friday. We know there was some insulation, right? And we know there was some progress being done in preparation for stucco on the outside. So we're gonna be there in about 10 minutes or so, 7 minutes or so, and we will see what we see. And fingers crossed that all the insulation is done, at least, not just what we saw in the garage. And then maybe there's some more progress on the outside of the house. But either way, it's progress compared to what we experienced the last like 2 weeks. So we'll take it, right?
Yeah.
And then we're gonna run to
Moo-moos.
Oh yeah, there are moo-moos.
Little babies.
Oh, hello. And there's some horsies too.
This is where we live. Our house is up here on the left. Well, no, 4.2 miles. Oh yeah, it's not that far.
Yeah, it's not that far.
Yep, this is our country.
Like I said, we're gonna run to Wally World after we go to the house, just to grab a few things that we need to replenish. You know, stuff like things that you can't keep in stock, like
Butt wipes.
Butt wipes. What?
Boogie pickers.
Boogie pickers? You need some boogie wipes? Is that what you're saying?
Ear wipers.
Like the little, what are those? Yeah, those things are called boogie wipes. They're like the little wipes that are used for kids for boogies and messes. Anyways, gonna go to Wally World to grab a few groceries that we need, just stuff that we need to replenish on like a bi-weekly basis. Right now though, it's just gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful day. Blue skies, puffy white clouds, my kind of Florida weather. Fingers crossed that the house is insulated and at least there's a little bit more progress on stucco. But I would think there would be at least everything prepped and ready for the stucco, because it was only early morning that we had gone to the house, so you would think that they would still work on it the rest of the day, but I don't know, we'll see.
I'm not expecting stucco.
I'm not expecting stucco either. We shall see. We'll see you guys in just a few minutes. Just got to the house. It's Sunday, July 18th, 2021, and they just finished everything, it looks like, for prepping for stucco, which is a good sign that maybe that will get started this week. All like the metal mesh things, and then the stuff around the garage, that kind of stuff. It helps support the stucco when they get it done. But we're gonna take a look on the inside and see how much of the insulation is completed. We still have that same stack of drywall, and see what else has been updated in the house. So let's go. All right, just made it into the garage, obviously. And it's so crazy because now you can't see into the house except for like right here. Everything that's not insulated obviously had like this spray foam insulation between the concrete blocks. So that's why you won't see the pink insulation everywhere else. But here's some of our drywall going into the house. So it looks like just parts of the house were insulated. So we still have all of these sections through here to complete. More drywall, cement board, I don't know. And then there's a ton of it over here. Looking a little bit different because they did do some stuff along the perimeter of the house, but not like where the walls separate each room. So we still have like all of this to insulate and everything, but it's one more step in the right direction. That's exciting. Walking into the master, we have even more drywall. So it looks like everything in here is done for the most part, except I don't know if this is gonna get finished. I don't know. But we're progressing in the right direction. One more step. Yay. At first I was like, why does this say don't cut? So normally there would be a medicine cabinet here and a medicine cabinet there, but we don't want the medicine cabinets because there wouldn't be any room for the hand towel rings to be able to use the rings to hang hand towels after you're done washing your hands here at the sink. So that's the reminder to not do that, which is cool. So yeah. And now that I'm thinking about it, maybe they don't insulate this section? I don't know. So Brad just helped me figure something out. Obviously, I have no idea what goes on with house construction, but I've realized that insulation is done because he said that they don't insulate the interior walls, which I had no idea. So yeah, I guess we are ready to put this stuff up next, which is pretty cool. Yeah.
I can see them doing both, the stucco.
And not insulation, drywall at the same time.
And then they got to come back and do the spray the walls like they did over there.
Yeah. So yeah, we're one step closer, which is pretty awesome. Out here you can sort of see a little bit more detail, like where they prep to get ready for stucco, like this metal bracket thing is all along the door, and then like all the way across there, and then across the house. Pretty cool. We are in the house and still just sort of perusing around, but insulation is done after sort of Brad had to walk me through that you don't insulate the interior walls. I had no clue because never built a house before, and I don't really know too much about construction anyways, but I'm just standing here by our big pile of drywall, which will be the next step to get done, as well as stucco. And just super grateful that we finally saw some progress after having some not so wanted delays, I guess. But it just looks so different now with like some of the stuff being covered up now. And all of my Bible verses that are behind the insulation will now be there forever and ever. It's just sort of sealed forever and ever. I still have a few more to write that I didn't get done before, which is totally fine, because I can always write them on the floor. No big deal. So we're just finishing up looking around because there's really not much else that has changed. Brad's just taking a look at our bedroom, and I'm still just looking at all of this drywall here. Yeah, it's just so cool to see one more step being done. And now we're gonna head out of the house, maybe take a few more pictures, and then head on home. I didn't have my sign with me, so I'll have to just come back and just take a picture.
Buttercup.
I'll just have to take a picture with like that step in progress. It is what it is. It's not a big deal. Yeah, excited to see some more changes. One more step closer to being in here finally, which we both just are ready for, because it's not even just like us wanting to be in here. We have to give notice to our landlord, so we need to give 60-day notice, and we just don't know quite when to do that. So we're hoping once drywall is up, we'll have like a better idea as to when that might be. So yeah. Just left the house, obviously.
Yes, we did.
Because we're not there anymore. We got to meet some of our neighbors across the street, which is pretty nice. They just moved in officially like a week ago, in a few days, like not quite a week and a half. And we were talking to them, and they were just being really nice and sweet and just giving suggestions as far as what to do with our walkthrough, that kind of thing, just from their own personal experience, which was nice. And we also found out that there was a third thing that we weren't offered in the design center appointment. So I don't think I really talked about it, but we were never offered an extension of the patio, the lanai out back. You could have had it extended, which we weren't offered that. And we weren't offered a pull down ladder in the attic, which honestly our site manager, he said honestly he doesn't recommend it, because honestly you can't really put too much up in the attic anyways, and he said you have to be really careful up there because of, you know, certain things and stuff. So with it being Florida and stuff, he says that's probably like a good thing you didn't pay for that. But again, you know, it is what it is. But our neighbors told us a third thing. They're like, yeah, I don't even know how we got talking on it, but they told us that they...
Talking about options that we didn't get.
Oh yeah, that's right. And he's like, yeah, there was a garage extension. We're like, what? So I guess one of the garages you could have extended out to make it a little longer. And Brad's like, that would have been cool to see how much it cost. Like, we may or may not have been able to do it, but still just given the option, right?
There's so much space that you need for a garage, and they don't make garages big enough these days, and that's why we went with a house with a 3-car garage to get that extra space.
Yeah.
So that third garage could be used for storage, and to know that an extension, so you could add a jacuzzi, a sofa, a barbecue in the back of the garage.
Sure, whatever you want, babe. What? Anyway, so it is what it is. I mean, again, would that have been in our budget to do like the extension for the garage?
Probably not.
Or the lanai? Probably not. Like,
but options are awesome.
Yeah.
Gotta love options.
Yeah. I mean, at least it wasn't stuff that we wanted to do and we didn't get that options. Like, I definitely wanted to lower the countertop to make it more a kitchen island height, since I'm not getting a full kitchen island itself. And, you know, we wanted to add some electrical outlets, add some lighting, you know, that kind of stuff. So the things that we did want to do, you know, at least we had that all figured out. But most of that was actually discussed even prior to the design center, because one of the reasons we went with this house is because of the option to lower that countertop, and then also to close in that front room where the office and den is going to be. So honestly, like, a lot of the big things that we wanted to do, we already knew. So anyways, but now we're almost at Wally World to go get a little bit of groceries. Finally leaving Walmart. I didn't film. Yeah.
We spent 2 hours at the house and Walmart.
Yeah, but Walmart was the worst. Like, literally, that place is so crazy.
That was a half an hour in line.
Yeah.
Half an hour in line. That's worse than my store.
Yeah. That's
Granted,
just...
I know you got more items, but come on, Walmart. They have the people and the check lanes.
Yeah.
My store, I don't have the people and the check lanes.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
They could have opened up 10 more lanes and got that all taken care of. But they persist on doing that. That makes no sense.
It was so bad.
Stand in line for half an hour.
Yeah. It was so bad that like people were going back in through like the clothing section in every single line. Like it was just so bad. So I didn't really film at all in there because it was just busy everywhere and it was just nuts. I feel like Walmart just exhausted me from being in it. Just like, you just want to get out. We do not like going to Walmart on Saturdays and Sundays unless it's like first thing in the morning. But since it was like on our way home, it was sort of the only time we could stop. So it is what it is. It is Monday afternoon and it's been sort of like a chaotic morning. I had my follow-up appointment with my neurologist this morning from my procedure that was at the end of June, like on the 23rd, and today's the 19th. I'm having neuropathy now in my hands and my arms, both sides. I'm having numbness and tingliness in the arms and hands. It's not as strong during the day, but at night it gets really worse. It feels like my arms are so heavy and like I just have like weird sensations like tingliness and pins and needles kind of sensations going through. And he said that, yeah, this could be another side effect of what's going on with my lower back. So long story short, I feel frustrated with what we're gonna try next. He wanted to do another procedure and I'm just like, wait a second, like this one didn't work. Like I'm spending so much money and putting myself through all these procedures and they're not working. I don't want to just jump to something else. I'm like, is there some other kind of process that we can do or try? And he's recommended me to go to a chronic pain physical therapy place where they specialize with one-on-one relationship with you. He's also going to change up my medicine a bit, and then he also wants me to be referred to a acupuncturist, which I've gone to acupuncturists before for infertility and for IVF, and I'm totally fine with trying that. That might be a good option to start at this point. He also talked to me very briefly about he's not comfortable, just like the other doctor that I'm seeing, the neurologist, his partner, colleague, that he does not want me to go through any kind of invasive surgeries at this point because of my age. He said, you know, honestly, the next step in the line of things would be to try the spinal cord stimulator. And I've just read so many horror stories about it, and it just sounds like an awful procedure to go through. But he's like definitely not on board with doing that at this point. And then he also brought up the fact that like Brad and I both want kids, and I think this is what's making my day really hard today. With my pain, there's no way there's like no way whatsoever that we could even try it, because you can't have like a stressed body when you're trying to get pregnant, especially like with IVF. Like other people who can get pregnant naturally, like yeah, like they could still be stressed out and their bodies may not like have an issue with it, but like when it comes to IVF, like you don't want to be in pain while you're trying to go through IVF, because you're spending so much money and so much of your own like what am I trying to say, like you're spending so much money and you don't want to be stressed because that could cause your nerves and things to not work well, and it could cause you to have a miscarriage or, you know, just cause complications. And I said to him, I said like, IVF, yes, has been on my mind, but like it's not even an option right now. Like, and he's like, well, the only reason I brought it up is because like if you do the spinal cord stimulator, then like obviously like getting pregnant is like not an option with that in. So I'm just having a really hard day because of it. Because like I don't know what else to do. And I don't want this to be like, woe is me, because I know it can be worse. Things could be worse. And I'm like, I'm grateful just to still be sitting here, like, you know, but it doesn't mean my pain of wanting to become pregnant or to have our own kids, like, it doesn't make it any easier. Especially since, you know, we're spending money to store them in a place, while we can't use them, you know, that adds up too. And I just wish I knew what to do. But at this point, like, I just want to do anything I can, especially, you know, if it's going to help. I don't know, I feel like I'm just rambling now, and I'm sorry. Like, this first part of today's vlog is me talking. And the only reason I really picked up the camera is because I realized I never filmed anything else the rest of the day when we got home from Walmart. And I wanted to show you guys the stuff that I got when we were away this weekend. Thanks for letting me listen. Thanks for listening. I'm sorry to vent. It's just, I don't know. Now that I've rambled for like 10 minutes, it seems, let me show you the 3 cute Disney things that I picked up this weekend that definitely brought me joy when I found them. The first item is this new Hallmark ornament. How cute is that? Love it so much. Can't wait to put it on our Disney tree at our new house. Hopefully we'll be in by then. And then I found this store at the Spanish Square in the Villages. I found this store that carries really cute leggings, and I found these really cute capri leggings, super soft material. There's this pattern, and then this one, so cute. This one was extra special because it has a pocket for a cell phone on either side, so had to pick them up. I got them both for basically $20 each, which I didn't think was bad, so definitely nice little items to treat myself this past weekend.